Welcome, everyone, to the Transformation Nurse Academy podcast. This is our weekly episode, Talk with Kevin, where we cover topics for all nursing fields with extra emphasis on emergency and critical nursing. Get ready for candid discussions that explore the vast landscape of nursing and beyond.
All right, bitches, welcome to the Transformation Nurse Academy podcast. My name is Kevin. Welcome and thank you for joining me. This is going to be a great episode. I feel and think and stuff, but I don't know. You'll be the judge of that. It's been a crazy week this week. First of all, I'd like to say I'm sorry to all the shit that's going on in North Carolina and Georgia, Florida, and that area where the hurricane hit. I'm sorry, but not surprised that our government is not helping the people the way they feel they need to be helped or they should help. Remember this in the future. The government is not your friend, and they are not there to help you and take care of you, even though we pay taxes. Community, people, we take care of each other, and that's where you have to learn this lesson that you have to be prepared. You have to build connections. You have to build a network of people that you can trust and count on in the case of an emergency. So just know that. So I love you, motherfuckers. I hope you're safe. To all the nurses, I hope you're safe as well. So this week we're going to talk about feeling stuck in your nursing role and how it is 100% your responsibility to take care of this. So recently I listened to a book is by Jack Canfield. It's called The Success Principles. And there's like 64, 65 there. And when it comes to the success principles, number one success principle is taking full responsibility for yourself. So if you can go to Audible, you want to support us, go to audible.com, or you can use our link and stuff. But I encourage you to get the book. But I'm going to go all the way back here. Let me see. I'm going to go back to principle number one is take 100% responsibility for your life. It's your life. And he teaches you this. Principle number two, be clear why you're here. Why are you here? And I asked that this week on our TikTok page. Our Facebook page and my Instagram page and stuff. Why did you become a nurse? And a lot of people will say money. But most of us, I think, in our older years of nursing, look back and realize it was some story that struck home to us. And so I encourage you to share your story with other nurses because, even though nursing can be a lucrative career, if you came into it for money, you're in the wrong damn field because you got a long ass ways to go and you may be burned out and you don't know what to do. You're still, like I said, you're feeling stuck in your nursing role. And then principle number three, decide what you want. Principle number four, believe it's possible. Principle number five, believe in yourself. And principle number six, use the law of attraction. There's many more to go on that. So I encourage you to listen to the book because it's very informative. It helps you guide it. And then once you listen to the success principles, then I want you to follow up with his book, The 30-Day Guide to Living the Laws of Attraction, because it helped me. And if it helped me, it can help anybody and shit. I'm no different than you. So again, welcome to another episode of Transformation Nurse Academy podcast. I'm your host, Kevin. And today we're tackling a topic that I know has so many nurses struggling with, that you feel stuck in your career. If you've ever felt stuck in your career, you felt like you're going through these emotions where you lost passion about being a nurse. You don't want to be a nurse anymore. You feel burnt out. You feel like your nursing career is fading. Then this episode is for you, because I don't believe it is. If you don't believe me, go talk to Matt Norman, right? The restoring nurse, the bald guy. He has a book called The Restoring Nurse, Restore Yourself. So taking responsibility for yourself. So we're going to be talking about what you can do today to shift gears to reignite your career. Another topic I posted this week was about certifications. People, we promote this wound care certification. A lot of people say, yeah, but it's not attached to my license. I think in the state of California, there's probably only one certification that's attached to your license. And that's if you're an LVN, that's your IV therapy and blood withdrawal certification. Not blowjob, a blood withdrawal, meaning fucking removing blood from a patient. I think that's the only certification that is attached to your license. I would say safely that 99.9%, I don't know, go look it up, but I can safely say that 99.9% of certifications are not attached to your nursing license. They're just to help promote your nursing career. A lot of people, when I posted this on here, I'm not going to do it because I don't get paid. They don't pay me no more money. If that's your mentality, then don't get certified. I'm not mad at you and stuff, but you should take these certifications because you want to improve your nursing career. Anytime you come to my classes, I always ask you, do you want to be a good nurse or do you want to be an awesome nurse? I don't have to know what doctors know, but I try to learn what they know because I'm here for the patient. I'm not here for Kevin. I make decisions what's best for the patient, not what's best for me or for the doctor. I make best decisions based upon evidence-based practice for better outcomes of the patient. You should be doing the same thing. Nursing changes, medicine changes every day, every week, every year. And if you don't stay up on the changes, how are you going to be an awesome nurse? And then you may not be doing your best practice. And you can do this by taking certifications. If you're an OR nurse, take your CNOR. If you're an emergency nurse, take your CEN, or your pediatric emergency nurse, or your trauma nurse. It doesn't matter. There's so many different certifications you could take. And I know they're expensive. They can be $400 or $500 just for the certification. And then you got to have so many education hours every 2 to 4 years to renew it. But that's the whole purpose of this. If you're taking these education hours every 2 to 4 years, you're improving your knowledge. And it forces you to learn things that maybe you never heard of or thought of. So that's why I encourage people to do certifications. So, but we're not stopping here. I'm also going to share how the law of attraction, Jack Canfield's success principles, especially principle number one, take 100% responsibility for your life, can help transform your mindset and your career. You're talking to one of the most pessimistic people in the world, but because I've been hanging around with Miss Pat, who's always like Miss fucking Mary Poppins and shit, always happy. Same with Roberto. Roberto's pretty like Mr. Poppins and shit. I started researching into the laws of attractions and to positive thinking. I went so far because this 30-day guide, I don't know if you can see it on here, Jane will post it. I started building my damn vision book and shit, doing the homework that he said. And look, just this last 6 weeks alone, my whole outlook away, I wish I would have learned this a long time ago. So I encourage you to read the book or listen to the book on Audible, The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, and then get his 30-day guide to living the law of attraction and start right away. It will totally change the way you think. Are you still going to have these negative thoughts? Yeah, because you were programmed your whole life to be thinking this certain way. And now he's trying to get you to understand that the laws of attraction, the universe is whatever you put out is what you put back in. So I just heard this today on TikTok from this lady. Those who control your mind control your time. Those who control your mind control your time. If they control your time, they control your mind. So if you don't want your mind controlled, stop letting people control it. You take 100% responsibility for your life, for your nursing career, for your family, for yourself. That's what you got to do. So let's start addressing the elephant in the room. Why do so many nurses feel stuck and hopeless in their roles? They always complain, oh, my manager won't do this, or my charge nurse won't do this. My hospital doesn't do this. But how many of you have ever sat on a committee and worked a little bit of extra time because they're going to pay you for your time? But how many of you have ever taken the opportunity to be on a committee to make changes to your hospital policies? Because we, the nurses, can sit on these committees and we can make the policies. You get up into the vice president roles, make a vision for yourself, make a vision for your nurses. We can make a change. We just choose not to because we feel stuck like nobody really cares. But the reality of feeling stuck as nurses, we work long hours. We have emotional challenges from home. Sometimes we lack recognition. That's one thing I asked here in the last week or so. How many buildings have you been to, hospitals, urgent cares, any of that, and seen where a nurse has been named or dedicated to a room or anything like that? It's always doctors. Like, I won't tell you, but I went to a local hospital recently for my class I've been going to, and it has a wall of donors, and it has a shitload of donors about MDs and then the rest of the employees. But how many of those employees are nurses? Why don't we have a wall of nurses, that have donated and given their time? So this is something that because we know that people like to be recognized, but over time it can make you feel like you're in a rut, simply doing tasks over and over again, not much growth, not much excitement. This feeling can lead to burnout, frustration, and even a sense of hopelessness, but it's not. We have the ability to take 100% responsibility for ourselves, for our profession. We have 5 million nurses or more that we could stand up and be heard with one voice. We just choose not to. So I've been there. I've been there as I changed. I went back and got a bachelor's in computer networking and computer science probably almost 10 years ago because I wanted to get the hell out of nursing because I didn't feel appreciated. But then reality woke up. I would have to go from an okay paying job to starting all over again. And I already had 3 or 4 kids, and Miss Pat was like, "Yeah, we're not having none of that shit." So what did I do? I said, "Okay, well, how can I use my nursing education and my nursing skills, my military background? How can I use that to better my life?" And boom, Central Valley Medical Education was formed. And with the support of Miss Pat and her positive attitude, her Mary Poppins attitude, I can't tell how many times I wanted to quit this shit because I had to deal with people, and then I'm very short, even though I'm always happy and positive. Sometimes people get on my nerves. They grind my gears, but I put up with it because she says you ain't quitting. How many times I put in my resignation? Miss Pat's like, "Yeah, your resignation, fuck that shit. We thrown it in the trash." But I get it. But here's the thing, it didn't change until I took 100% responsibility for my situation that I put us in, that I put myself in, that I put my kids in. You had to take responsibility. Quit crying, saying, "Oh, this person's holding me back. This person's holding back. Oh, they're hurting me." You know what? Excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one and they all stink. So if you really want to move forward and you want to have positivity in your life and you want to make changes, make the fucking changes. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So let's talk about the principle. So, principle number one, take 100% responsibility for yourself. That's where Jack Canfield's success principle comes in. This principle is all about recognizing that you are in control of your career and your life. No one else is responsible for your success, your happiness, your growth. Not your manager, not your hospital, not even your patients. It's all on you. People always come in when I go to work like, "I don't know why your patients love you." Because I'm happy. I may have problems too, but I don't show that shit to you at work. Sometimes I do it, maybe a couple close to my friends, like, "I want to stab that bitch in the eyeball." But I don't do it with everybody because I try to smile because whatever you put out in the universe is going to come back to you. And I'm learning that. I can't tell you this new program we started, the RQI Heart Code program. Me, Miss Pat, and Roberto, we've gone in head first, knee deep, elbows, asses up, and we're making it work because we're using the power of the law of attraction. And you can laugh at me all you want, but until you try it and see it for yourself, it's crazy, insane. But I love it. So this principle recognizes that you're in control. So you know, when I first met Miss Pat, I was like a bum and shit. I just got out of the army. I wanted to go back to school. We were living in Fresno in an apartment. She was working full time, and I was going to school full time. And that shit didn't last but maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 months. She's like, "Listen, motherfucker, I love you, but you gotta get a fucking job. I'm not gonna pay for your ass to go to school full time and shit. I ain't built that way." So I had to quit school and went back to work full time. I really didn't want to be a nurse anymore. I've been a trauma IC nurse. I've been a combat medic. I just wanted to get out because I wasn't happy with the way nursing was because I didn't feel appreciated. And I was in a whole nother world because I came from the military and everything was very structured. Then I came out to the civilian world and I didn't even know how to be a civilian. And that really fucked me up because I curse a lot, I drink a lot. And you civilians out here have no idea what the fuck we go through as military personnel. So it's very hard because you see me with my dirty mouth. You see the way I talk and the way I act like, "Oh my God, he's not very professional." But I like that shit because you take and you underestimate me, and that I use to my advantage. So I don't want to blame anybody else for my failures as a husband, my failures as a father, my failures as a nurse. I don't need to blame anybody because Kevin Stansberry is 100% responsible for his actions, for his decisions, and for the way his life is turning out. And when the rest of you realize that and wake up and you learn to take 100% responsibility for everything, then that will set you free. And man, let me tell you, the freedom I feel less stress. I can sleep. I don't get as angry as easily. Do I still have issues? Of course, but I'm still here working on this, and I'm working on through all these materials. My next one that I'm going to read. So I already read a lot of his books, and I don't get paid by Jack Canfield, but I do get a little kickback, like from the affiliates of Amazon, if you do click on my link. So if you want to help a brother out, I really appreciate it. So the next one that I'm going to work on is called the Aladdin Factor. And in the law of abundance, the law of vibration, these are all laws that are part of the universe that don't change. And that's where people think, it may be sound goofy and stuff. I even got a book here that I'm going to start reading. It's called The Autobiography of the Yogi. So I encourage you to get all these books, and I'll read them and I'll share them and stuff. But taking responsibility doesn't mean that you have to overhaul your entire career overnight. Start small. Nursing is so huge. There's so many things you can do. You can be a flight nurse. You can be an ER nurse, a PACU nurse, endoscopy nurse. You can even be a Kaiser nurse. I'm just teasing all you Kaiser nurses. We're just jealous because you guys get paid so well. You can be a school nurse. You can be a telephonic nurse. You can be a case manager. There's so many different things that you don't have to sit there and say, oh my God, I don't know why I'm doing this. But you have to make a decision, and you have to learn about new opportunities. Go take a class to see if you like that part of nursing. If you don't, then go somewhere else. It's not a waste of time, because if you spend money on a class, you're going to get continuing education units out of it, and you learn something. You either learn that this is for you, or you learn that this shit ain't for you, but you still fucking learn something. So start small, ask for more challenging cases, or simply shifting your mindset from, I have to do this, to I get to do this. Because I love being a nurse. I love this shit more than anything I can think about. I eat, sleep, and breathe it. I'm not outside in this 104-degree temperature. I just came in today to do this episode, and there's a gentleman sleeping out on the front porch in 104-degree weather in front of our building. As soon as he sees me, he tries to jump up. I'm like, look, dude, sit the hell down, man. You're in the shade, relax. Let me get you some water. Let me get you some chips and shit. You don't need to go nowhere. I'm not busting your balls. As long as you keep the house clean and you don't fuck shit up, you don't need to move. I don't give a shit, dude. I could be where you're at. So treat people like you want to be treated. You get to do this. You get to be a nurse. You could be over there in the war in Iraq or Iran. You could be where Israel and Hezbollah and all them motherfuckers are right now. But you're not. You're here in one of the best places where it's cool and relaxing and the air conditioner. Even though you see the same people over and over, it's your job to minister them. Whether you're religious or not, it's an opportunity to share your story and to share your passion and change the way somebody's life could be. And that's how you should approach your nursing career. So, what is the law of attraction? So, the law of attraction, so many of you heard of it before, maybe those you haven't heard. It's an idea that in our lives we focus on positivity. And so you're meditating. I never really was a meditator, but I started meditating. You're trying to think about how you can heal yourself from the inside out, how you can throw out positivity, ask for what you want. Right. So I'll share with you what I wrote here in my last little thing. Here's my third one. It says, I'm committed to living a life of abundance, always attracting opportunities, resources, and people that support me, because we're family, journey towards financial freedom and fulfillment. And with that, I plan on doing what? Not just being free financially for myself and my family, my friends, but my community. So, how do you help each other? You got to have this ideal in a way that we can attract into our lives that we can focus on. If you focus on feeling stuck and miserable, guess what? You're going to feel stuck and miserable forever, because that's the shit you're putting out into the universe. But if you focus on growth and learning and opportunities, you'll start noticing that these are coming your way. I know it sounds crazy, but try it. What do you got to do? Give me 30 days of your life and see what it doesn't do to your life. So, how is the law of attraction? How can it apply to nursing? Think about how often we as nurses fixate on negative things. Long shifts. Oh my God, I'm here for 12 or 14 hours. My fucking feet hurt. Oh my God, he's such a difficult patient. Oh my God, I don't get promoted. But did you ask for these things? What have you done to take responsibility? How can you help not working 12-hour shifts? Why don't you change jobs if you really don't like the 12-hour shifts? Oh, because you love money. Do you love more, to yourself, or do you love money more? Can't you have both? Why can't you have both? Figure out how to have both by using the laws of attraction and you're intelligent and taking 100% responsibility for yourselves. So that energy affects everything that you do when you talk like that. But then when you shift your focus onto a positive, how am I making a difference? How are we making a difference? What am I learning? What are we learning? Even those small wins every day helps promote the law of attraction. And that energy will attract more positivity and more opportunities into our lives and into your life. Try it. What's the worst thing you have to do? Right? So here I am. I have a couple of things that I'm working on. I'm working on several classes and several programs that I haven't told anybody about. But because I started believing in the things and I started putting out positivity, I'm getting into contact with people that never even would have thought giving me the time of the day. On the other side, you all know me. You come here, there's a certain place that they don't want to use our facility anymore because of whatever reasons, I don't know. And I don't really care. Was I upset that they chose to talk bad about us? Was I upset that they chose not to let their employees come to our facility? Of course I am. But you know what? I don't want them to control my mind, because if they control my mind, they control my time. And my time is more valuable than their attitude towards Kevin in Central Valley Medical Education. I know 100% in my heart and my body, because I got thousands and thousands of students and businesses and reviews that tell us that we're doing an awesome job. So if I got one naysayer, it's probably their problem, not mine. And that's okay. I'm going to let the universe have whatever they want to have. I'm going to send them positive love and emotion, because I know eventually that will come back to Kevin and Central Valley Medical Education, because I'm transforming myself. I'm transforming one nurse at a time. I'm transforming a whole community. All I need you to do is listen, get the resources that I'm teaching you, and let me help you, show you how to be a better nurse and how to be a better person for yourself, for your mind, for your family. And those small wins and those small positivities right there will come back to you 1,000 times over. So I encourage you. So, for one example, one of the exercises in Jack Canfield's 30-day living to the law of attraction, which is full of exercise that helps shift your mindset and starting to attract more of what you want, is his vision book here, right? Or your journal, your positivity journal, your living book. So, I took a picture of me and Miss Pat. I don't know if you can see that on there, but maybe Jane can get a fucking picture of me and Miss Pat. If you don't know Miss Pat, she's the boss at Central Valley Medical, but she's also my wife for 24 wonderful years. It says, I want a prosperous relationship with my wife, Nanine, not only financial, but warm, loving, and intimate. Because, it's hard when you get married and you've been married for a long time, you got kids, you work together. Everybody goes through stresses. So why not put out positivity out there? So that way I get back more than I probably deserve, but I deserve it. And that's where you got to learn that you deserve more than you think, even though that you've made a lot of mistakes in your life, right? So just like today, I posted a thing on Facebook about this. I'm gonna read it to you here. It says, you are no mistake. We all make mistakes. We all stumble, and sometimes we feel like we're falling short. But remember this, you are perfectly made to be you. Perfection isn't a goal, growth is. Every setback, every mistake is a stepping stone towards becoming a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Embrace the journey, embrace the flaws and all. Your uniqueness is your power, and that's what makes you perfect in your own way. Stop being afraid of making those mistakes, embrace them, and take 100% responsibility for being you. That's what I encourage you to do. All right, so let's talk about exercise one, daily gratitude practice. First up is a simple but powerful exercise, the daily gratitude practice. Each morning, write down at least 5 things you're grateful for in your nursing role. Then, don't, they don't have to be big things. Maybe it's just someone made you smile, coworker made you smile, you helped a patient, made you smile, right? A coworker, you helped a coworker with a challenging task, or even just having a job that allows you to make a difference. But I encourage you, your exercise for day one, your daily exercise, your exercise, for daily practice, write down 5 things that you're grateful for, either for yourself or being a nurse or both. This practice rewires your brain to focus on the positives. And this is the law of attraction tells us, when you feel focused on gratitude, then you'll attract more grateful things in your life. Exercise number 2, visualization for your career growth. This is what I'm doing right here, visualization. The second exercise is visualization. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day trying to visualize what kind of nursing career do you want. Do you want to be a CRNA? Do you want to be a DNP? Do you want to be a nurse educator? What do you want to do? Visualize it. Think about it. How can you see that success in your life? That's why I do what I do, because I want you to be successful. Success doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be money, it could be love, it could be happiness, it could be health, it could be all the above. You deserve it all, and you can manifest it all if you try to be more clear in your visions, the way you feel, and the positivity. So spend each day 5 to 10 minutes visualizing your ideal of your nursing career, seeing yourself working in your dream role, handling challenging situations with ease, feeling fulfilled and confident in your work. The clearer your vision, the more likely it is to manifest. And if you need my help, I'm here to help you. As you visualize, feel these emotions come with success. Feel the pride in it. Feel the happiness, the fulfillment, this emotional connection. Make pictures, put pictures of times you had when you felt happy. And this emotional connection and a visual connection, it makes the law of attraction work even harder, drawing more opportunities to your life. Right? So how is responsibility and the law of attraction work together? Let's connect the dots. So how do these concepts, by you taking 100% responsibility and the law of attraction work together? It's very simple. When you take responsibility for your life, you're saying, I am in control of what I attract. If I say something that you don't like some people may not like this episode and they may want to say nasty things like, oh, this is stupid. I don't fucking like this. I don't give a shit. Then don't listen. There's a fucking off dial. Turn that bitch off. You're not going to let that negativity fall onto me. That's your negativity, and you're going to attract what you attract. So you can't sit there and say, oh, he made me feel this way, or she made me feel. No, you have to take responsibility 100%. I'm in control of what I attract. Stop waiting for others to change your situation. Stop waiting for others to change your mind, your feelings, your emotion, and instead become proactive in attracting the things that you want to change and the things that you want. Maybe you're waiting for a promotion or better shift schedule. Instead of waiting, start visualizing yourself in that role and take action. What do I need to do? What do I need to prepare for? What certifications might I need to get? Maybe that means talking to your manager about what the skills you need to develop. I just want you to know that most jobs, like your manager's job, your director's job, they got no training for that shit. They give them a damn book and they say, here, figure that shit out. So what can you do? What classes are there out there that you could take if you want to be a manager? If you're a med surg nurse and you want to be an ICU and ER nurse, what skills can you do? I have a nurse that I'm working with up in Sacramento. I won't tell you what program she went to, but you already know I don't like it. She was an LV and RN. Now she's an RN working subacute or long-term nursing, and they won't give her a job up in San Francisco because she's a new grad. She says, I don't know that to be true because I'm not her. But I guarantee if I was a new grad and I wanted a job, I'd be knocking at every door. I'd take every opportunity, whatever they gave me. If I wanted it, I would find it. So I gave her the advice. If you feel like you can't get a job up there, come down here to the valley. Drive and move wherever you need to go to get a job for 1 year to get your experience so you can go back into the hospital in the Bay Area if that's where you want to live. Take 100% responsibility for yourself. Stop blaming others why they won't give it a job. Those are the things you got to think about. The point is, you, she, her, me, we're all taking control of our own life and our own destiny and the things that we want to attract. So here's what you can start doing. Shift your gears today for your nursing career, for your personal life. Take 100% responsibility. Reflect on your current situation and ask yourself, what am I doing to get myself stuck here? What am I doing to get myself unstuck here? Then decide one small action, what you can do to make a change today to start making those positive changes and get the laws of attraction working better for you in your life. Practice daily gratitude. Be grateful. Make a gratitude journal, focusing on the positives in your nursing role, your personal life, being a wife, a husband, a brother, a sister. Write those things down daily. What am I grateful for? I'm grateful every time one of you sign up for our classes. I'm grateful that somebody must have left the voicemail. I'm grateful for you that universe that you have brought Miss Pat and my kids to my life. I'm grateful I get out of bed every day and I'm helpful. Even though I'm in the ER, I'm grateful that I work in the ER, even if it's only 4 days a month. I'm grateful to Jeannie Anderson and Veronica Red for letting me go take the MICN class. They didn't have to do that, but I'm grateful for those things. And I thank you and I appreciate every opportunity people give me. Verbalize and visualize your ideal career in your life. Spend 5 to 10 minutes every day seeing yourself thriving in your dream job or your dream life. Feel the emotions, write them down, get pictures, and then you start attracting those things every day. Be consistent. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. The universe is not on your timeline, they're on their timeline, right? There's a lot of energy in the world. We're all made of energy. So the timeline is what it is. The universe is going to provide you when it needs to and stuff, but it will come. You just have to have faith. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Be consistent by practicing these exercises daily and the principles. Practice them every time. You'll start seeing the mind shift, shifting your mindset in the way your career and your family and your life is going. That makes sense. And I know if you give me a chance, give me 30 days, you'll see what I'm talking about. So again, feeling stuck doesn't have to be your reality. You have the power to change your situation by taking 100% responsibility, using the laws of attraction, using the laws of vibration to draw your career and your life desires. If you found today's episode helpful, I encourage you to try out these exercises and let me know more. Go visit us at transformationnurseacademy.com. Visit us on our TikTok page, right? Next week, we're going to dive deeper into how to build leadership skills as a nurse and how you can use these principles to be more of an influential role in other people's lives. All right. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you for everything you do. Peace, bitches. I love you. Woo-hoo. I love you guys. All right. Thank you. Don't forget transformationnurseacademy.com, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Give us a shout out. Tell us what you want to talk about. How can I help you be a more positive nurse? Stop this stuff.
Don't miss out. Engage with us weekly. Share your thoughts, and let's transform the nursing landscape together.